Okay, so we have a couple of new information, some of it about Hell, some of it about the new transformations that are coming through Bankai, Scavelli. I'm just gonna call them Holy Slaves because I can't pronounce the other version, which is the Quincy transformation, the new one that's gonna be coming in the Hell update. We have some information on Segundas that the Arankas are gonna like, and we also have a new Shikai that's most likely gonna be mythical, it could be legendary, one of the two. That is also going to be coming soon. I think it should be coming soon. So honestly, let's get straight into this. Now let's start off with the new information that we've gotten on True Bankais. Now there's been clips surfacing of, I'm pretty sure it's Setro going inside of clan wars and public servers, popping True Bankai and completely boss raiding with them. Now he's been using water True Bankai. I'm pretty sure that's the only one we've seen so far, and it looks like a total boss raid. It puts up a big water domain around an area and it's pretty huge, and if you are trapped inside of the domain, you're trapped inside. There's no way to go to the other side, and probably unless you use a move like Horizon Core or Blossom Cut to someone outside of it. And there's this water dragons falling from the sky. It looks pretty crazy. And in each clip we've seen, I think we've seen 2 different clips so far, you can see that Setro is, or should I say, you can see that Setro does have his visored mask on, which has led a lot of people, I know, shout out to my boy Missouri, he said this also, a lot of people are assuming instead of just popping your Bankai and it replaces it for True Bankai. Upon taking further look on the footage that Midnight provided for us, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm pretty sure I'm wrong, and I'm very sure Missouri's wrong. I'm pretty sure we're very wrong in the assumption of how True Bankai works. Now, if we quickly go back in the footage, you see that Midnight says Setro uses the normal water Bankai, meaning he's already activated his Bankai before he activates True Bankai. So we do know, this is future GZ speaking here, obviously, we do know that True Bankai actually replaces, well, it doesn't replace, sorry, True Bankai doesn't replace normal Bankai. You can still activate your normal Bankai within your True Bankai, which leads me to believe that True Bankai is a completely different activation within itself. Maybe once you activate your normal Bankai, there's an option there to activate your True Bankai, so you can press Ctrl J again and activate your True Bankai instantly or whenever you want after you activate your normal Bankai. I don't think your visored mask has anything to do with True Bankai, like literally completely separate. So I'm just gonna assume after you activate your normal Bankai, you can activate True Bankai immediately after or whenever you want, as long as you're in your side of your Bankai, normal Bankai mode. So that's what I speculate, and I think I might actually be right about it. Maybe if you have your visored mask activated when you pop your Bankai, it will activate your True Bankai, and then if you don't have your visored mask activated, it will pop your ordinary Bankai, which would be an interesting concept. But I think it would make just a tad bit more sense if it just completely replaced your normal Bankai, because it is the true version of your Bankai. So there's no reason why it should have some sort of activation factor. I think it should always activate regardless. It's a true version. The true version replaces the makeshift version. At least in Bleach it does. When Ichigo now pops his Bankai, it's his True Bankai, you know? So it wouldn't make sense if you could fluctuate between the two. I would assume it would just change the Bankai altogether, so your Bankai is completely replaced. In my opinion, that makes more sense. Now, I do have some interesting DMs of Setro. I'm not going to show off everything, I'm just going to show off certain parts of where Setro has confirmed some things for us in terms of Hell, True Bankais, and new transformations. So, Setro just yesterday said True Bankais, Holy Slaves, and Segunda will all be able to boss raid. And then Setro also said Segundas are gonna be upgraded to be on the same level as True Bankai and Holy Slaves. So I don't know if it's gonna mean all Segundas are gonna be getting a revamp, or they're just gonna be getting buffed to the point where they're on the same level as True Bankais and Holy Slaves. Now he also says, so true Bankais don't just power gap. He wants the new transformations and Segunda to all be on the same level, and that same level is he wants them to all be able to completely boss raid a whole server, which is going to be super interesting if there's multiple people popping at the same time. It's gonna be crazy, I'm not gonna lie to you. Setro then went on to say they're meant to take on an entire server. Like Bankai right now can boss raid kinda, but true Bankai is the pinnacle of that. And then he stated that he just left the server and completely boss raided with it. So yeah, basically on top of that, he went on to say that in order to actually get these new transformations, it's going to be very difficult. Now, he's already said this publicly in the Type Soul Discord server that it's going to be compared to the old Type Soul type of hard. Remember how people used to do the Bankais 500 times to even obtain it? It's going to be that level of difficult. But he said it's not going to be something cringe like Clan Wars or doing ranked. There's going to be some sort of quest objective that we need to complete. The only thing I could really compare this to is something like Rogue Lineage getting your ultra class. You know, there was different requirements and then you had to do an ultra quest in order to actually obtain your ultra class. That's what I'm assuming is going to be something like that, but obviously a Type Soul remix. And again, it's not going to be easy. So I'm assuming it's going to be something like that. So Setro then went on to say it's not going to be something cringe like Clan Wars. It's going to be quest. Hell update's going to be full of new content. And that's honestly about it. There's going to be a bunch of new transformations. There's going to be Segunda's going to get updated, etc. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing what that means. What does that entail? Because we do know Type Soul PvE is a little bit scuffed, but the potential that comes with Hell, and we do know the dev team cook. The dev team in this game cook. Setro, Nova, Ed, all of that time, they work hard and they produce. So I'm not doubting that they can't cook up something in the kitchen, but I'm a little bit, I can't wait to see, because you know the PvE in this game is a little bit sussy. And now we have Rukia Shikai. Now this is well, I'm gonna say the link to his channel in the description, and the name of his channel will be in the top left hand corner of the screen. But yeah, as you can see, he's using Rukia Shikai, which is pretty interesting. This is actually a live reaction to this. So you have a move that does like a little push out of ice, and then you have an ice slice move, or whatever the heck that's meant to be, which is super. Oh my gosh. Then you have a move that just kind of, it's like a mini ice age. Boom, look at that. Block breaks, and then he uses that into unseen blade core. Oh my days. Okay, that's interesting. Not too sure. I'm waiting to see him use the other abilities. Let's put the volume for this up a bit. Does it freeze? Does that freeze? It looked like it stunned him for a second. Look, he uses it here. Bro just becomes unresponsive. Just doesn't move for a minute.
That shit is like, yo, you get punished for using that shit, nigga. Like,
yeah, I did notice that move that does the slices, it has some sort of end animation to it as well.
that shit is like,
Then again, using it you're probably not meant to use it for no reason. Changing ways, I think that's what it's called. I can't see. It's 720p.
like, yo, you get punished for using that shit, nigga. Like, you get punished fucking hard.
Negative 50 degrees Celsius. That's pretty cool.
Maybe that shit needs hyper with that. I have to stand still for 8 years.
What does that do? Super interested to know, because he keeps using it away from his opponent.
Let me see. What's the skill?
It did something completely different that time. What? Nah, it did a dash.
What's the skill?
Oh my gosh. There's no way that's not a mythical, right? That was crazy, bro. Very busted. Very busted. Interesting, interesting. Let's see one more match with it. Let's see one more match with it.
This shit is calm. You can like charge up your shit before a fight. Alright, so basically how it works, like when this number hits 50, you get like a like your Z gets buffed, or your whatchamacallit gets buffed. Like look at my fucking bar. Like I'm already like, that's half somebody's HP already gone.
That's interesting. Okay, so here what we can't see is that there's some sort of number. It says temperature. It for sure says temperature. That's some blurry ad quality. I'm telling y'all, I only got to 720. So once this goes to 50, your other moves get buffed. Apparently, from what I'm hearing.
And that shit stuns for a hot second. Like you can get like most skills off.
They're just gonna end up nerfing this after a day, after a couple hours on there. Yeah, look at that stun. That's pretty cold. This is gonna be the best way to deal with a stock speed user, for real, for real. Damn. Okay. And yeah, honestly, that's it. Let me know what you guys think. Rukia Shikai looks quite interesting. Looks really interesting. Definitely gonna be checking that out. And yeah, other than that, I'm gonna see y'all boys in the next one. Peace.